your mom on the call. I don't know if you got to get your dog on the call. I don't know if you got to get your upline, downline. Like, they can be on this call, man. I'm going to tell you why. Because exactly why I'm in my room right now, not celebrating 2020. I am not celebrating 2020 because I've already been in 2020. I've been in 2020 now for the past 2 weeks. People gonna wait. Why are you gonna wait for a date to change in order for you to take your goal seriously? Like, honestly, like, really? Like, you're gonna wait for a number to change on a calendar in order for you to shut the fuck up? Excuse my language, but you really gonna wait for a date to be great? Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to hear no excuses, man. I'm sorry. I'm not celebrating 2020 in Houston, Texas, because I'm gonna celebrate 2021 in Dubai. That's why I'm not celebrating 2020. Because if I'm gonna celebrate the new year, I'm gonna celebrate it right. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care. I don't care if you're with your family. I don't care if you're with your friends. I don't care if you're with your girl. Look, does your girl support your dreams? Your girl with you right now. Like, why are you grinding? You know, like, trust me, I would love to be out with my family, popping bottles, drinking, but you know what? Like I said, I'm already in 2020. If you don't have a calendar already, if you don't already have a calendar and a schedule for 2020, then you're not ready for 2020. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If y'all don't have a calendar, man, first thing y'all gotta go do is go buy a calendar. First thing you gotta go do is buy a calendar, and every single day you need to write, be great, be great, be great, be great. Every single day, because it doesn't matter what day of the year it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a Monday or Tuesday. It doesn't matter, as long as the day ends with a Y. Guess what? You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up and kill shit, man. You gotta be. Okay, what's going on? I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if y'all can see my shirt, but it says meditate and manifest. Why? Because that's my morning routine. Every single morning, man. Every single morning I wake up and I say, thank God, thank the universe for another day. Because I'm gonna tell you now, some people don't even get the chance to wake up. Some people don't even get the chance to wake up. I'm gonna show y'all right now, man. Man, come on now. Come on. Hey, come on, let's go, man. Drop some rules right now if you're already in 2020. Drop some rules right now if you're already in 2020. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being on this call. Thank you so much. And most importantly, man, you got to thank yourself, man. You got to thank yourself. Right now, I'm in Houston, Texas. It's actually 10 o'clock. We still got 2 hours left to the new year. And, man, I haven't bought no fireworks. I haven't bought no liquor. I haven't bought none of that. Because, like I said, I'm already in 2020. I'm already in 2020. 2020, I've already been in 2020. I had a meeting yesterday. I had a meeting today. I have a meeting tomorrow. Guess what? I don't know if y'all know Johnny Pham. You know, one of the top scalpers in the company. I don't know if y'all know, but I met him on January 1st, 2019. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you right now, you can have the next Johnny. You can meet up with the next Johnny tomorrow, but nah, you too hungover to go meet up with that person. You could go meet up with the next version of you tomorrow, but guess what? You too hungover to go even meet with that person. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care. 2020 is just another day. Like, every single one of y'all, man. Like, oh man, I'm excited, man. I'm sorry, man. I love everything about this business. I love the building. I love the trading, man. Man, you gotta get your mind right. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is how much, like, you know why it's so easy for me to sacrifice 2020? Because I've sacrificed my bed. I don't even got a bed in my room. But I'm telling you right now, if you're not uncomfortable, 2020, you about to get uncomfortable. Because I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I don't have a bed in my room is because the next time I buy a bed, it's gonna be a California King in my penthouse. That's the reason. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm not gonna do something right, then I'm not gonna do it at all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, like, man, Emory Holmes, one of my favorite mentors, man, Chairman 100, Emory Banks. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Man, I've been on tour with all kinds of chairmen. I've been on the tour with Gustavo. I've been on the tour with Jordan. I'm from Houston, and I've hosted events with Emory in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I've learned from Emory is don't get comfortable. The second that you get comfortable is the second that you die. The second that you get uncomfortable is the second that you stop growing. If you think you are, always, like, aim for where you want to go. I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever think about the problems. Number one, you always got to think about the solutions. Anything, you always got to think about what you want. Don't think about what you have. I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter if you want to be a number one trader. It doesn't matter if you want to be a top trader. It doesn't matter if you want to be the number one, the builder. It doesn't matter if you want to be a chairman. It does not matter. Everything comes down to mindset and discipline. If you don't have the mindset, then you're not going to have the discipline to take those steps. I'm going to tell you right now, every single thing that you do, you have to write it out. You have to write it out. If you don't have your goals written down on paper, then guess what? They're not your goals. They're just dreams. The second that you put your goals, the second that you take your goals out of here and put them on paper, then you become goals. Every single morning, I wake up right there. I wake up right there. And I'm not ashamed because, like I said, I don't need a bed. I don't need a bed. Man, like every single morning I wake up and I see my affirmations written down on whiteboards. How many whiteboards do you have in your rooms? Right now I have all my IBOs written out. I have my weekly goals written out. I have my daily goals written out. Every single day I see my goals. I am my goals. You got to get uncomfortable, man. You got to get uncomfortable. You definitely got to, like 2020, I've been eyeing 2020 since November. I've been eyeing 2020 since last year. Like, it's just, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm just so excited, man. I can't even form sentences right now. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, man. In order to get what you want tomorrow, you have to give up things today. You are exactly where you at right now because of the decisions that you made 6 months ago. So what are you going to be 6 months from now from the decision you make today? Ask yourself. And stop putting things off. I'm going to tell you right now, man, like the worst, absolute worst thing you can do is overthink. I'm going to tell you right now, I was one of those people where I just overthought. And I would overthink so much that I wouldn't even take action. I don't know about y'all, man. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever struggled with taking action. I'm going to tell you right now, man. Every single thing that we do, man, one of the things, I'm always doing personal development. If you don't do personal development, man, number one, you got to do personal development. Every single day. I don't even listen to music, honestly. Every single day, all I do is pray. I wake up in the morning, I do my morning routine, meditate, listen to some frequencies. When I'm driving in the car, I listen to Kevin Trudeau, Kevin Trudeau, what is that called? Your Wish is Your Command. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not listening to Your Wish is Your Command, I'm listening to Think and Grow Rich. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not listening to Think and Grow Rich, I'm listening to Alex Morton. If I'm not listening to Alex Morton, I'm listening to Matt Rosa. If I'm not listening to one of them, I'm listening to Emily Banks. I'm going to tell you, like, I focus so much on the future that I don't even care where I'm at right now. I already have all of January planned out. I already have all of February planned out. And the reason is because if you don't have your goals written out, if you don't have your schedule written out, then you're just gonna wake up and you have no idea what actions you're gonna take. You know how easy every single night before I go to sleep, I write out what I'm gonna do that very next day if I don't already have a plan. You know how easy it is for me to take action because I've already done the thought process. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get this book right here, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the things it talks about is just scheduling. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's not a time that I wake up and I have no idea. Like, people wake up and they're just like, man, what do I gotta do today? I wake up and I already know what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, man, just all you have to do, I'm gonna tell you right now, this business is easy. Trading is easy. Building is easy. Everything is up here. We make things harder than what they need to be. How many of y'all know that your thoughts are your realities, right? Your thoughts are your reality. So one of the guys that I've been studying, his name is Muji. I know he has a crazy name, but he actually told me, I was watching YouTube videos, and he told me, treat your thoughts like visitors. Just because, like, whenever you feel that emotion, like, you can actually sit there and analyze that emotion. Right? Anytime I have any kind of doubt come over me, anytime I have fear come over me, I stop and I think and I look at it. And I look at it as if it was an exterior object, right? I look at them like, why am I feeling anxious? And I actually question that emotion. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, the brain is programmed to keep you safe. You are always in survival mode. Your brain is gonna always try to find the path of least resistance. You're always gonna try to find the path of least resistance. So anytime you do something different that you've never done before, your brain sends you signals, right? It tells you, I've never done that before. Like you get this feeling of fear coming over you. You get the feeling of fear, but why? Why are you scared when you have no idea what's about to happen? You know, just like we can't predict the markets, we can't predict the future either. You know, so you can't ever like I know how many of y'all have ever seen someone that you wanted to cold prospect and you didn't just because you psyched yourself out mentally, right? How many times have you seen the perfect trade setup or the ideal trade setup, but you didn't take that trade because you overthought the situation? Stop thinking. You want to know what honestly, if you can take anything away from this call, if you can take one thing away from me, it's stop thinking. Stop thinking. Honestly, just stop thinking and just act. It doesn't, like, you're either, like, anytime you think, you like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? Oh, what is this person's going to tell me no? Oh, what if this trade hits stop loss? What? Who cares? Who cares? Stop having an emotional attachment to the future. If you're depressed, if you're sad, then guess what? You're attached to the past. If you're anxious and you have that anxiety, then guess what? You're trying to live in the future. Live in the now. Live in the now. That's why you gotta always meditate. That's why you always gotta manifest. That's why you gotta try to visualize your goals and your dreams. Because whenever you constantly think about what you want, whenever you constantly think about what you want and you visualize it, eventually you're gonna manifest. If you look around your room right now, if you look at a water bottle, if you look at a mouse, if you look at your phone, there was a point in time when none of that existed. It was all in somebody's thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, what is his name? Thomas Edison. Like, everybody knows him for creating the light bulb, right? But nobody knows him for the 10,000 failures that it took him to make that light bulb. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are so blessed and lucky because we have the blueprint. We have the blueprint. We have the blueprint to becoming a chairman 10. We have the blueprint to becoming a 7-figure trader. We don't have to think no more. Stop thinking and just do. Watch Mr. Banks call. Watch Matt Russell call and just implement. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. They're already telling us what we have to do. Jordan Morgan, you know, man, like all the top traders are already telling us what to do. Like, just do it. Man, like, we're so blessed, man, because we don't even have to think no more. All we have to do, just stop overthinking things. You know, like, whenever I tell my people, man, just don't even think about it, just do it. Don't even think about it, just do it. People come up to me and send me trade ideas all the time. I get screenshots all the time because we host coffee, me, Jaime, and EP host coffee in the Pips in the morning. So I'm always getting screenshots of charts like, hey, bro, what do you think of this? I don't know. Don't send me a trade. Don't send me a picture of a chart because I'm going to tell you I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, the best way that you're going to learn, number one, is through failure. I get excited. I look forward to failure. And when you can teach yourself to look forward to failures, then you're gonna grow. I grow the most. Every single one of us grows the most through failure. If you're a bodybuilder, if you build muscle, you work out, guess what? You have to fail. You gotta push that weight till you fail, until your muscles ripping, and guess what? And then you recover. You push till you fail, and then you recover. Everything, man. You gotta treat your downlines. You gotta treat yourself like a seed. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your downlines. You are a seed. Every single one of us, you are a seed. And we put ourselves, you have to make sure you're in the right environment. You have to be careful of who you surround yourself with. Because you can't have a tree, you can't have a seed grow into a tree if you're planting in concrete. You have to plant that seed in the right soil. You have to plant it in the right environment. You have to nurture. You have to water. You have to give it sun. You have to speak, your life into it. How many of y'all wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna kill this day? How many of y'all wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna kill this day? Or how many times y'all wake up in the morning and is like, dang, what I gotta do today? I'm gonna tell you right now, man, you have to speak life into yourself. You have to speak life into others. And guess what? If you're a seed and you're gonna grow into a tree, guess what all seeds have to do? They have to break out of their shell. But before that seed breaks out of before that seed grows into that tree, guess what it does? It hits that shell. Right? And that's what we're gonna do. Whenever you grow, whenever you place a trade, whenever you try to build this business, guess what? You're gonna fail. You're gonna hit that wall. You're gonna hit that shell. But you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing, and eventually you're gonna push out of that shell. Like, look at butterflies, man. Look, butterflies they're caterpillars. You know what I'm saying? Like my girlfriend Lily, like that's on the floor taking notes right now. Man, she went from she was already a butterfly in my eyes, but what she did was she worked on herself. She did personal development. She nurtured herself. She talked to herself. She grinded. She did personal development. She just constantly worked on herself, working on herself. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't make $1 million. You cannot just make $1 million. You become a millionaire. You have to change your daily habits. You have to change your thought process. You have to change the way you move. You have to change the way you talk. And how do you do that? Through personal development. I'm gonna tell you, like, you don't make $1 million. You attract $1 million. If you keep saying you're chasing a bag, then guess what? You're gonna keep chasing that bag. We attract the bag. Everything, every single thing that we do, man, every single thing that we do, you have to, it's how you ask for it. It's how you talk about it. Stop asking, why are these things happening to me? Because whenever you ask why these things are happening to me, guess what? You're just going to attract more of those things. Guess what? Manifestation, not all manifestations are good, but you're going to get whatever frequency that you put out. If you put out negative thoughts, if you put out negative emotions, how many times have you woke up in the morning, stubbed your toe, or you woke up and you woke up in a bad mood and your whole day was bad? Why? Because that's how your day started. Every single day you have to wake up and you have to read your affirmations. You have to meditate. You have to don't ask what you want. Because whenever you ask, you're speaking in lack. Therefore, you'll never have. If you look at my affirmations, it's I am a chairman 10. I am a 7-figure trader. I am a millionaire in 2020. I am humble. I am caring. I am considerate. I am a great leader. I am a money magnet. I attract like-minded individuals to my business every day. I'm growing mentally, physically, spiritually, financially every day. Think about if you are lacking in something, write an affirmation for it. If there's something that you're not good at, go to YouTube and research it. You don't know how many times, people tell me, oh, what do I tell people? Like, people are scared to send that first text message. Like, just stop overthinking and just shoot those text messages. Just shoot your shot. You're gonna miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You're gonna miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So just who cares if you miss? Who cares? Because eventually you're gonna make one. Like, man, we're so blessed, man. We're so blessed. Every single one of us on this call, man, every single one of y'all on this call are already a chairman, man. I hope y'all know that. Just because y'all are here right now, damn, like, man, thank yourself, man. Then thank yourself for getting yourself here. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, like, my life hasn't been an easy one. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that I failed at, and I'm glad I failed at them because it wouldn't have gotten me here. You build character through failure. You know what I'm saying? Even diamonds, like, they're created through the most pressure. You know what I mean? You can't, man, like, stop being so hard on yourself, man, and tell yourself thank you. Tell yourself thank you for doing the things that you do. Tell yourself thank you for making those sacrifices. You know what I mean? Man, like, I honestly didn't have nothing, like, plan written out tonight, man. I'm really just going off the dome and just speaking, man. But I want you to understand, man, like, you're not limited to your past. You're not limited to your past. Like, it doesn't matter who you were. Because I'm 27 right now, and I failed at all kinds of things, man. I was in the Marines, and guess what? I dropped. I didn't even finish my 4 years of being a Marine. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. I actually came home. I came home during Christmas break on the Marines, and man, I was doing drugs, man. I was doing coke. I was partying, and guess who I was doing it with? I was doing it with my dad. I was doing drugs. I had the person that, that's supposed to be guiding me in the right direction. It's not his fault. It's my fault because I'm a grown-ass man. But I didn't even finish the Marine. I failed at so many things in life. I have not completed so many things in life. But I'm glad, because maybe if I would have completed that, maybe it would have took me down another path. You know what I mean? If I would have completed that, maybe I wouldn't be here today. If I wouldn't have, and then after I got out of the Marines, guess what? I couldn't find a job. I had to go back to doing construction, which is what I left before I got out of the Marines. After I got out from being a Marine, I went right back into me where I was. I'm like, what the hell? I spent 3 years and I'm right back where I was. And I said, F that. Then I went to go drive trucks. And then guess what? The company that I was driving trucks for was understaffed. I was driving trucks for 24 hours straight, 26 hours straight at a time. One day I was driving trucks for 26 hours, and then luckily, I got back to the station. I got back safe, but on the way home, I fell asleep. On the way home, I fell asleep at the wheel. If I would have fallen asleep a second sooner, it would have been a head-on collision. If I would have fallen asleep a second sooner, it would have been a head-on collision, man. God knows where I'd be at right now. Instead, luckily, I fell asleep at the exact second that I did, and I clipped his back tire instead of being a head-on collision. You know, but after that, man, I lost my job because I couldn't even get back to work. Man, I lost my girlfriend because I didn't have a job. I didn't even have a car. I didn't have transportation. I got depressed. Trust me, man, if you've hit those lows, like, trust me, I've hit those lows. I've been so broke in my life to where I've had to go through my coin jar. I've had to go through my coin jar and get quarters out just so I can buy hot and spicy. That's how low I've been. I've had to go through my coin jar just to get food. But there was a point in time when 2 months all I did was just sit on the couch and play FIFA and just watch Naruto after I was a Marine. So it doesn't like it and just man, it's been like just all the uphill battle. You know what I mean? I just got sick and tired. Just, man, one day, that's what happens, man. You just got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You got to just do something about it. I don't know if you've ever heard of David Goggins, but he was in the military too. He actually was a pest. He actually went to a restroom and he was spraying pesticides. He actually walked into this one restroom and this restroom was just covered in roaches. And he asked himself, how did I get here? How did I get here? Right then and there, he made a decision. He dropped the poison. He dropped the spray. He quit that job and he went back to the military. And then now this dude is breaking records for running long distance miles. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you are one decision away from being great. That's all it takes, is making a decision. In order to be successful, you have to make a decision, and that decision is just doing it. And not making excuses. Excuses are the cheapest commodity. Every single person has one. Everybody wants to eat, right? Everybody wants to eat. Everybody's hungry, right? But why do you complain when God puts too much on your plate? You get it exactly what you asked for, and you complain when you get it. If you're starving, you got to be more than just hungry, man. You got to be starving. Because when you're just hungry, guess what? When you're hungry, you're just driving around looking left and right. You're trying to figure out what you want to eat. You're hungry, but you're kind of hungry. You're not. But when you're starving, you're going to eat what's in front of you. It don't matter if it's lettuce, don't matter if it's a carrot, don't matter if it's the food that you don't even like. If you're starving, you gotta act as if you just got done walking around in the desert. You haven't had food or water in days. You're going to eat whatever they put in front of you. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. You're going to eat it. That's how you got to be with this business. That's how you got to be with trading. You always got to be pushing. You always got to be pushing. I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care. Every single minute that you're not putting into this business, every single minute that you're not putting into trading is another minute that your mom has to work a job. Is another minute that you have to work a job. Every single minute that you're not applying yourself is another minute that you're putting your greatness off. You have to, number one is, man, you have to make a decision. Stop waiting. What are you waiting for? 2020 is here now. All right, bet. It's January 1st now. Bet. What are you going to do? You know, I'm not here to, like, talk down on nobody, man, but all I'm saying is, man, like, man, the struggle, and like, I'm a construction worker. I got kicked out of the Marines. I dropped out of college. I'm coming from one of the worst areas of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not limited to my past. My past does not define me. What I do today does. It doesn't matter how people see you. It matters how you see you. That's why people are not joining your business, because they know who you were. But who are you now? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you did. It matters what you're doing. That's why if you build this business and your friends and family are laughing at you, guess what? I've been there. My friends and my family laughed at me. They said that shit is fake. That shit's real. But I love my mom and dad. But how can my mom and dad teach me how to make $1 million when they've never made $1 million? You gotta, at a point in time, you gotta stop listening to the people that don't have the things that you want. Why are you gonna listen to the people that don't have what you want when the people that have what you want are giving you the blueprint? Stop, man. You gotta make sacrifices, man. You have to make sacrifices. Drop a 777, man, if you want to drive a Lamborghini. Even if that's not your number one dream car, man, drop a 777 if you want a Lamborghini. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a Lamborghini, you're going to want to park that thing in your garage, right? If you have a Lambo, you want to park that thing in your garage, right? Well, guess what? Guess what you have in your garage? You got nothing but clutter. You got nothing but the shit from the past that you keep on to. How can you make room for new things in your life when you don't want to give up the old ones? You can't be the person you want to be and be the person you used to be at the same time. It doesn't work like that. I don't care. You know why? You know why it's so easy for me to give things up? Because of risk to reward. You know how easy it's for me to enter a trade? Because of my risk to reward. It's easy to give up the life that I have because of the life that I want is waiting for me. Guess what? That car is already invented. It's waiting on you. Guess what? That $1 million is already there. It's waiting on you. You have to just raise your frequency to get there. I'm gonna tell you, you have to do things differently. You have to do things. If what you're doing is not working, then do something different. That's it. You know how you become great? By failing and adjusting. That's it. Fail, adjust, keep moving. Fail, adjust, keep moving. Fail, adjust, keep moving. It doesn't matter. Guess what? You think if you're going to hit chairman, your problems are going to stop? Guess what? Chairmans have worse problems than us. You devil, but are you ready for that level? Maybe you haven't got to the level you want to be because you're not ready yet. You think you're ready, but are you really ready? Are you doing personal development every single day? Are you eating the right things? Are you drinking the water that you gotta drink? Are you taking care of your body? Like, this is our vehicle. You know what I'm saying? This is just more than just all we are is just a spiritual being, experiencing a human like a human reality. That's it. I'm gonna be honest, man, I've had an out of body experience, man. Like, there's more to this world than just this. It's just crazy, man. I've escaped death twice. I got hit by a car when I was 7. There's a reason why I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why we're all here, man. Every single one of us, man, is great at something. Stop focusing on what you're not good at and focusing on what you are good at. And guess what? You're gonna exceed. Stop focusing on what you're not good at and focus on what you are good at, and you're gonna soar. Everybody looks at their imperfections, but man, like, you're so good at a lot of things. Einstein said, if you judge a fish on how well it can climb a tree, of course it's an idiot. School, guess what? Fuck those school grades. If you got a D, man, go, man, like Elon Musk, man, a lot of the geniuses dropped out of school. I'm gonna tell you right now, school is not. It doesn't matter what the Scantron said. It doesn't matter what your whatever like your grade said. It doesn't matter because school is created to create employees. We're not employees. School was created. School, all that is just an employee factor. Who cares if you did bad in school? Congratulations. School don't teach us nothing. School don't teach us how to invest. School don't teach us how to trade. School don't teach us how about credit. School don't teach us about nothing that's worth nothing. Now, I watched a documentary, like, what is it called? What's that documentary just called? What the Health? Like, damn, like, everything they teach us is a lie. Like, everything, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, stop listening to other people and do your own research, man. Like, man, every single thing, man, every single thing is worth, every single thing is frequency and vibrations. I don't care what nobody says. Everything. How many times have you ever walked in a room and you just like, oh, man, oh, yeah, like, you just have to leave that room because something fell off, right? You feel that, right? You look at your phone right now, right? You got 4G, you got 5G, but you don't know how it gets there. This is a receptor. But how are you receiving it? You don't know through frequencies and vibrations. Even when you speak, your voice vibrating off of your throat, literally just all you have to do is say something. Just speak life. Like, literally, you can. The vibrations, the frequencies are bouncing. Vibrations are bouncing off your vocal cords, creating your voice. Everything, man. Everything is frequency and vibrations, man. And guess what? You're gonna speak things into existence, good and bad. That's why you can't tell yourself. Don't talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? I am beautiful. I am strong. You have to be confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident. There's nothing. Anybody that tells you that there's something wrong with being confident, is not happy with themselves. If somebody tells you that this shit is fake, if somebody tells you that you're never going to get the chairman, if somebody tells you, you're never going to be a seven-figure trader, they're not telling you that you can't be a seven-figure trader. They're not telling you you can be a chairman. They're basically telling you that they don't think they can do it. because they don't have faith in themselves. Number one, man, you have to have faith in yourself. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're religious. I don't care if you're spiritual. I don't care if you're a divine being. You have to have faith. You have to believe. You have to, like, all your thoughts, like, you have to, like, man, I can't tell you how many things I've manifested in my life. How many times have you wanted a car and then you go outside and then you see that car drive by? How many times have you wanted a car and then you drive on the highway and you start seeing that car everywhere? Guess what? Now that car you are a magnet. You are a magnet, but what are you putting out? Everything that you put out is what you're going to get back in return. That's why you got to be happy at all times, man. That's why you got to feel good at all times. Because if you don't feel good, then guess what? You don't feel good. If you feel bad, guess what? You feel bad. Everything is up here. If I sat here and you don't know what's going on here, this is your reality. This is your movie. 2020 is about to be a movie. 2020 is going, talk about Rene one, man. 2020 about to be a movie. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, but the question is, are you going to be a star in your own movie? Or are you going to be watching somebody else's? 2020 is about to be a movie, but are you going to be a star in your own movie, or are you going to watch somebody else's? That's why we're here, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sacrificing everything. I'm sacrificing everything. I know what I'm about to get in return. I've given everything up, man. Guess what? Man, my dad said, man, there's a honestly, man, my dad had me blocked on social media for like 3 months. He might still have me blocked on social media. I stopped looking. I started focusing on the negative, man, and I just started focusing on one. Guess what? Whatever is going on in my life, it's okay. I made peace. I've forgiven him. I've forgiven myself. Like, man, look, you have to take care of number one. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. How can you save somebody else from drowning if you're drowning? How can you save somebody else from drowning if you're drowning? Go take care of yourself. Go build that life raft. And then come back for your family. Guess what? They're going to be here. How many times, like, man, we're so blessed, man. We're so blessed to even be a part of this, to even have this opportunity. I was driving down the road the other day, man, and I looked to my right, and I saw like a 40, 50-year-old man get inside of a Pizza Hut delivery car. You know, I'm not better than him in no kind of way. I'm not better than nobody. But, man, I could be in that situation. You know what I mean? Like that, like honestly, like it doesn't matter. Like our money, we have 2 different sources of income that doesn't have a cap on it. We have 2 sources of income that's not telling you have to wait a whole year to get a raise. We have 2 sources of income that's waiting on you to make it. Trading, it's waiting on you. Building this business, your business is a reflection of you. If you're And stop placing blame, man. I'm gonna tell you number one, everything is my fault. Everything is my fault. Anytime I mess up, anytime I fail, guess what? It's my fault. I'm gonna observe. I'm gonna go back and look what I did wrong, and I'm gonna do something else. Like people struggle. People, it doesn't even matter. Like people hit a wall. People, and then they just give up. What's the point of giving up? What are you going back to? You're either going to work on yourself for the next 4 to 5 years, or you're going to go quit and work for somebody else for the next 45 years. You're either going to be an entrepreneur, or you're going to work for an entrepreneur. Which one are you? You're either going to sell, or you're going to be sold. Because guess what? Even whenever you quit and you give up and you go and try to fill out that job application, guess what? You're trying to sell yourself to that company saying that you're worthy to work there. So you're either going to sell or be sold. What are you? What do you deserve? We deserve everything, man. It's time, man. 2020 is here. 2020 is here. There's two, man, like, what, man, I don't know about y'all, man, I'm so happy and grateful to be here, man. I'm so happy and grateful to be on this call right now. I'm so happy and grateful that I have air conditioning. Like, man, be grateful for everything, man. I'm so happy and grateful that I got clean water. I'm so happy and grateful, man, just to breathe. Just like, man, that's how you gotta feel. You gotta feel good all the time, man. Feel good all the time. Write your goals down and take action. That's it. Take action, and who cares about the failures? Who cares about the no's? I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the things that Emory Banks told me, And it made my life so much easier when it came to building. And this is how you gotta approach it. Some will, some won't. So what? This business is not for everybody. Anybody can do this, but this business is not for everybody. Anybody can do this. I got my girlfriend trading. She was the first person I enrolled. I got my mom taking signals. She's in the living room right now. Anybody can do this business, but you can only work with the willing. Stop trying to convince somebody and go try to find the person that you don't gotta convince. I was that person. Guess what? I didn't even have to be. I already knew what investing was. I already knew what trading was. I didn't know how to do it, but I knew it was real. If it makes money, it makes sense. And guess what? There's people out there that are waiting for this opportunity. There's people out there that are just literally like asking, man, God, please give me a sign. You could be that sign. Who are we to judge? Who are we to say that, that person could be a trader, that person could be a builder? It's not our job to judge nobody. God does all the judging. The universe does all the judging. It's not our job. All our job is just to give them an opportunity. How mad would you be if your waiter at Olive Garden never came around and asked you if you wanted breadsticks? You know what I'm saying? How many people are out there that are asking for an opportunity? Man, think outside the box, man. Stop being selfish. I'm gonna tell you right now, if the person that got me started would have waited till he learned how to master trading to get me in this business, guess what? I wouldn't be on this call. Guess what? If you don't love trade, if you don't love building this business and you just love trading, guess what? You're a part of this business. You even know about trading forex because of a network marketer. Just stop looking at the half glass empty and look at the half glass full. Stop looking at what you don't have and focus on what you want. Stop focusing on the problems and focus on the solutions. That's why you keep getting more problems, because that's why you're focused on is the problems. Stop focusing on the problems and just focus on where you're headed. Every single day, I have a 10-year plan. I have my 10-year goal right now. I have my 5-year goal right now. I have my 1-year goal right now. I have my 6-month goal right now. I have my 3-month goal right now. I have my 1-month goal right now. I have my weekly goals right now. I have my daily goals right now. When you just have tunnel vision and when you just focus on where you're headed, guess what? Where you're at, what you've left behind doesn't even matter, because you're so focused on what you want. And you're going to get it, but you got to allow yourself. You got to push yourself. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Like every single thing, like everything great is created out of pressure. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like everything that we are came from growth and struggle. Like, be happy. If they did a study of the most influential people in the 20th century, and guess what? Over 70% of them have came from poverty. Stop complaining about where you came from and be grateful you came from there. I'm glad for my struggle. I'm glad for everything that I had to earn, because guess what? I had to earn it and nothing was given to me. All my life I had to earn. All my life I had to grind. This shit is easy. All my life was hard. When my house has been broken into multiple times, I've had guns to my head because my dad was one of the biggest drug dealers in the neighborhood. I've had phone was stolen from me. I've had boats stolen from us. I've had shoes stolen from me. I've had money stolen from me, man. But that maybe it wasn't meant for me. I'm grateful for everything that I've been through, because that made me who I am. Stop complaining about your struggle. Stop saying that you can't do this because of this, and start saying, I'm going to do this despite of this. Stop giving yourself an excuse. Nobody feels bad. Everybody has their own problems. Everybody. Stop waiting for somebody to come save you, because the person that you're waiting to come save you is probably waiting for somebody to come save them. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, look, I know we got these things programmed in our head. Oh, good things come to those who wait. Money doesn't grow on trees. Oh, that's lies, man. Everything is easy. Life is easy. Life is great. Why are we so used to feeling negative? Why are we so used to being unhappy? Why are we so used to being, it's crazy what we can get used to. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, you have to take care of number one. You have to take care of number one. You have to be happy, because if you're not happy within, you're not gonna be happy without. That's why people are in these relationships that they can't get away from. That's why people go and party at the clubs every single night and just drink to forget. Because they can't see themselves even deserving anything more. Because that's how low of a self-esteem they have. I'm gonna say right now, how can you be happy with anybody if you're not happy with if you're not happy by yourself? That's why people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, because guess what? They're not happy with who they are by themselves. They can't even stand the thought of being alone with their own thoughts. That's why they have to always be out, always be distracted, always be with somebody else, because they're afraid to even be alone. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, be grateful, man. Go be alone. I challenge you, man. I challenge you to be by yourself. I challenge you to have a conversation with yourself. I challenge you to make a decision. I challenge you to stop making excuses and just start taking actions. Man, you can meditate and manifest all you want, but if you're not implementing, you're not gonna get nothing. You have to implement, man. This is the easy, man. We make money to make friends. We get paid to have friends. I get paid to press buttons. This is a video game. Life is a video game. Life is a simulation. That's why everything is frequencies and vibrations. That's why everything is ones and zeros. That's why everything is positive and negative. Emotions are not even real. Feelings are not even real. Everything stems from 1 and 0. Everything stems from positive and negative. All emotions stem from positivity and negativity. God, positive. Devil, negative. Hate, negative. Love, positive. Joy, positive. Fear, negative. Everything is stemmed from positive and negative. You're either on or you're off. You're either tapping in or you're tapping out. What are you going to do? Are you going to tap into yourself, or are you going to tap out and give up? You know what I mean? I know I've already been going for a little while, man, but let me go ahead, man, and just end on this, man. Stop thinking. Stop thinking and just do. If you feel a certain type of way before you send a message to somebody, ask yourself, why are you even feeling like that? You don't know what the person on the other end is going to say. Stop thinking before you place a trade. The market moves in 2 directions. You're right 50% of the time. Take the trade. Have a good stop loss or risk to reward. I'm going to tell you, stop thinking and just do it. And then I promise, man, you're going to learn along the way. Everybody trying to figure out, everybody's so focused on the how, that the win, they're so focused on the how, the win is never going to happen. Stop focusing on the how and just do it. And then you're going to learn along the way. And honestly, man, that's something that I learned from this gentleman that I'm about to bring up next. And I'm so happy and grateful, man, that this person came into my life, man. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I've ever said this, man, but the very, very first time I've even seen a message from him on Telegram, I was like, damn, this dude's kind of rude. I don't like this guy. I swear, this is my very, very first impression, man, of this guy. And it was like, man, what is this? But then I met him in person. And then I had a phone conversation with him. And then I met him in person. And then a month later, he came to Houston. And then a week later, I was on tour with him. This person right here, man, I would not be here right now if it wasn't for this person. I would not have the success I had in this business if it wasn't for this person. This person helped me break out of my comfort zone. This person helped me become more spiritual. There's a point of time when I was atheist. There's a point of time when I didn't believe in nothing because I had nothing to believe in. But this person helped me, he showed me, man. He showed me what frequency vibrations were. He showed me what the thought of the mind was. He showed me, like everything, all the spirit, how spiritual I am now, man. Like is mostly because of this person. This dude is the prime example of leading by example. This man will never tell you to do something that he's not willing to do. Man, I went to this man's house. And stop making excuses. Stop making excuses that you don't have nobody that's going to want to join your business because this dude had less than 300 people in his town. I went to his house and I was on tour with him, man, and I was in the shower and he called me on the phone. He was like, Rene, my dog got out. She got out to the edge of town. I was like, to the edge of town? I'm like, God damn, how far is your dog? He's like, no, just go to the driveway and go to the right. That's how small his town was. He had one stoplight in this town. And now he's a chairman tenant of the business. Now he's a 6-figure earner in this business. Now this dude has impacted over 500 people's lives. Not this dude he's one of my best friends. This dude is my spirit animal. This dude is he calls me over like on a weekly basis and just like, hey Rene, how you doing? This dude is not only a leader, this dude is one of my best friends, man. Man, I need every single one of y'all, man. Please, 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 man. Just drop a 777 from my man, Jordan Eakle, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Jordan, you on the call, bro?
Yes, sir. What is up? Thank you so much, Rene, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much to Rene. Literally, guys, I've experienced so many things with Rene, you know, and we met in Houston, or we actually met in Vegas, and then I came to Houston, and then he actually, it's crazy, I came and picked him up at the airport. It was literally like a 3-hour drive for me to get to the airport to pick him up, you know, just because my town is literally in the middle of nowhere. And literally, bro, I picked up Rene. You know, we had a very deep conversation, you know, really got to know each other on that ride back, you know, and the connection has been strong ever since. And I really do appreciate you, Rene. I appreciate every single person that's on this call. It shows me, the ones that are on this call, it shows me that these are the people that I'm going to work with in 2020. Straight up, I guarantee you there's people not on this call right now that are probably drunk in a group of people that does not serve them to be with. You know, and just the reality being that a lot of people celebrate things just for the sake of celebrating. And, you know, I'm not against celebration because it's important to be grateful for your accomplishments. It's important to be grateful for your failures. It's important to be grateful for your successes. But you got to realize that, are you celebrating or are you escaping? You know, and those of you that are on this call tonight, I know you're taking this seriously. I know that you're actually here to accomplish your goals and then celebrate instead of celebrate for no reason. You know, I understand it's the end of the year. You know, this is what everyone does. But, guys, seriously, we're not like everyone else. And those of you that are on this call, you're proving that 100%, guys. Thank you for being on this call. Literally, being on those calls when no one else isn't, that's what's going to separate the men from the boys, the women from the girls. Like, that's going to separate you from everyone else, doing the little things that everyone else is not willing to do. You know, and at the end of the day, guys, I really want to give a huge shout out. Shout out to Johnny in Albuquerque. Shout out to BG over there in Denver, I believe right now. My boy Benji over there in Orlando. Isaiah, Phoenix. What's good, Edgar? Okay. Jasmine on the call. My boy K-Rob. Yo, for those of you guys that do not know, Kyle Robinson, go ahead and look on the call. His Instagram is KRob615. You can go ahead and give him a follow. And I want you guys to realize that when I started this business, guys, literally, we had no idea what we were getting into. But that man, Kyle Robinson, he's actually the person that signed me up. Whether you guys know that or not, I want you to let you guys know. He signed me up, and he didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And pretty much Ray was there for both of us. And Ray was pretty much both of our uplines. You know, at the time, we only had 20, 30 people on the team total under Ray. And, you know, Ray was just hosting trading webinars, you know, doing his thing. We were taking all his trades. You know, guys, it was a really chill time. You know, I do appreciate those moments. You know, all the moments leading up to, you know, everything that we've done. You know, I really do appreciate it. Kyle, literally, I'm telling you guys, I signed up without seeing a presentation. I didn't see the website. I didn't see the MetaTrader 4. I didn't see anything. The only thing I knew was, yo, Eakle, there's these guys. They know how to make money on their phones, and we're just going to copy them. And I'm like, oh, bet. Like, literally, that's all I knew. Swear to God, that's all I knew. But, you know, guys, it made sense. Like, it made money, so it made sense. Like, at the end of the day, like, if someone out there is making money and they're telling you exactly how they're doing it, would it make sense that given you give it the proper time and actions, you would make money too? Really realize that. And also realize that you have to put in time first. You guys, as an entrepreneur, you guys are going to realize if you're actually going to be an entrepreneur, like Rene said, if you actually want to work for yourself and not work for someone else, you're going to have to be different than everyone else. You're going to have to be hungry. You're going to have to be starving. It's going to be uncomfortable a lot of the time. You know, a lot of the time you're not going to know the result. You're going to have to create the result. And that's what's different between the people that own their own businesses and the people that work for other people. There's nothing wrong with either one, but you got to realize that entrepreneurs are the ones that they don't care if they fail. They don't care if they lose because they know they're going to win in the end because it's their choice. That's the difference. So those of you, I just want you to realize that this business is not for the weak. Building your own business, working for yourself, is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. You have to be built for this. It's something you can learn and acquire over time, but you must be willing to put in that time. If you haven't even given this business a year, 2 years yet, and you're thinking about quitting, like, you got to really think about why you got started in the first place. And like Rene said, if you quit now, you're going to go back to where you were when you started. You know, where do you want to go? Do you want to go forward or do you want to go back? And really realize that this is the vehicle to get you to where you want to go. Guys, I don't want to trade Forex for the rest of my life. I don't want to build this business for the rest of my life, but I have other things I want to do, different other passive income streams. And this is a way, one of the cheapest ways to actually start building income so you can start getting cash flow to start doing other type of investments. It's one of the cheapest ways, literally only $200 to get started. Most businesses cost multiple thousands of dollars to get started. Most businesses aren't allowing you to make money this quick in the process, having the opportunity to do so, given that you're willing to put in the work up front. And realize if the results aren't immediate, you got to realize it's all in God's timing. It's not in your timing. I'm not the one that says that this person is going to join my business on this day. This trade is going to hit TP on this day. Like, we're not in control of everything. We're in control of what we do. That's it. We can control what we think, what we feel, and the actions we take. We can't control the outcome. We can only control the process. So you must show up. Showing up is 80% of your success. If you're not even doing the events, doing the presentations, if you're not even taking the trades sent out, if your live account isn't even funded, you're not even in the game. You're literally just on the sidelines. You're on the bench. You're just watching. You're cheering along. A lot of people come to events. They come to the webinars. They take notes. And then when they leave, nothing happens. You know, I just want to encourage you. We're going to leave that behind in 2019. We're going to leave behind the people that take notes and then don't do anything the next day. Can you guys give me an amen? Can you give me a 1 in the chat if we're going to leave behind taking notes and not taking action? Can we leave that behind in 2019? Let's move forward in 2020 with action. One thing my mentors told me, one thing I learned was when you get an inspired thought, you must trust it and act on it immediately. That's something you want to write down. When you have an inspired thought, you must trust and act immediately. Whenever you get that feeling to do that thing, that's when you need to do that thing. Time waits for no one. The only time is now. That is the only time. There's no tomorrow. There's no next week. There's no, oh, I'll get back to you on Thursday. Oh, I'm gonna do that meeting next week. I'm gonna take the notes and do that. Like, no, like right now is the only moment you have. And you got to realize as an entrepreneur, there's gonna be times where you stay up all night, don't sleep. There's gonna be times where you wake up early so you can catch that flight. There's gonna be times where you're off your normal schedule and you're just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. Like, to be honest with you guys, I don't think some of you are cut out for this. If you really are gonna do this, you have to become an animal. You have to become a beast. Like, this is not for the weak. I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to get to the next level, you want to quit your job, you want to not need a job, you're going to have to be willing to do things right now that you weren't doing yesterday. You're going to have to be, hear me again, not tomorrow, not the next day, not next week. You're going to have to be willing to do things right now that you weren't willing to do yesterday, that you weren't willing to do an hour ago. Right now. That means as soon as this call is over, take action on whatever inspired thought came into your mind during this call. That's the ones you need to take action on, guys. A way to categorize and organize your notes is you can take notes and then star or highlight what's important. And then after the call, boom, take action on those things. Take action. That's the most important thing. We can sit here and listen to personal development all day, but are we really developing if we're not doing anything different? Really got to put that in perspective. Yes, you may be learning, maybe getting new connections to your brain. Personal development is very important. But if you're not applying what you learn, then it's useless. You know what they say, applied knowledge is power. Not knowledge is power, applied knowledge is power. Holton Buggs, if you guys do not know, Holton Buggs, look his name up. You should watch him on YouTube. If you want to build a business, you should watch Holton Buggs. And what he said was personal development, He doesn't read just to read. He reads a section of a book and then takes action on what he learned within 24 hours. That's how he determines the type of personal development that he has had. He determines his growth based off of what he can take action on in the next 24 hours. Don't just learn just to learn. Learn something, take action on it within 24 hours. And if we're being real, you should take action on it right now. Like, if you have to get off this call to take action on an idea that you just got, that's something you got to be willing to do. Be willing to separate yourself so that you can elevate yourself. Be willing to separate yourself. Guys, no more apologies for protecting your energy. No more, well, this person wants me to be here. This person wants me to do this. Well, no, guys, listen. If you're going to get to the next level, you must be in control of your energy. You can't let other people boss you around. You can't let other people take away your energy. You have to be greater than your environment, and you have to know when to step away from an environment that's not serving you. You literally are going to have to cut off so many people in 2020 that it may scare you at first. You may have no friends first. Guys, when I first started this business, I had no friends, literally, other than 3-4 people that I talked to on Zoom for 6 months straight. I had no more friends because I had to separate myself. They were the wrong type of people. They didn't have the energy. They were focused on the wrong things. They're focused on smoking weed. They're focused on playing video games. They're focused on anything and everything but getting to the bag, but getting to the next level, the elevation. We're talking about sports and Fortnite and what we're going to eat after we smoke more than we're talking about leveling up. So that's the type of environment you have to remove yourself from. That's if you want to get to the next level. If you're comfortable where you are, which I assume you're not, because that's why you're on this call, because you want to get to the next level, and you're actually sacrificing going out right now. You're sacrificing drinking in the club, partying, whatever people do on New Year's Eve. I'm glad you guys are actually here and willing to take in some information that can get you to the next level. And like Rene said, I'm going to reiterate, focus on solutions and not the problem. And really understand how deep this really is. Understanding that if you are focused on the problem, that's what's going to grow. Whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on your problems, how are you going to think of the solution? If the only thing you can think of is a problem, you cannot find the solution in the same state of mind that created the problem. I want you guys to write this down. This might be the most key nugget you're going to get tonight. This right here, what I'm going to tell you, guys, this is a cheat code. And what I'm going to tell you right now, to find the solution to your problems, you must change your state. You must change your state. Simple as that. It's very simple. You must be unattached from who you are in that moment and choose to become someone else. Straight up. If you're laying down in bed, you want to sleep in, guess what? You have to be greater than your environment, which is the bed, and get up and get to the next level. Change your state. I'll give you guys an example. A way you can change your state. Take a shower. Put some cold water over your head. Go outside. Work out. Exercise. Realize when you get done with those things, you're in a different state of mind than when you started. That is the secret. It's no secret anymore. If you're having a problem, stop trying to think yourself the solution. It's not going to happen. I promise you. How many times have you had a problem in your life and you're irritated, you're frustrated, and you just want to solve this problem right now? You have no patience. You're just like, oh man, this thing's going on. I'm just going to figure this out. And you just can't think of the solution. No matter what you do, the harder you try, the farther away you get from the solution. How many people has that happened to? How many people has that happened to? That happens to me all the time. I'm thinking that whatever the problem is, I'm just like, you just keep feeding it energy. You just keep feeding your problems energy. Separate yourself from the past and step into right now. Your past does not matter unless you put meaning on it. Your past doesn't even exist until you are thinking of it. Literally, the only thing that exists is this present moment. Whatever you choose to do in this present moment, in this second of your time, is what is in existence for you. You guys realize existence is relative. It's not something that's concrete. It's not something that's objective. It's literally subjective to the person that is perceiving it. We all have our own universe, perception of life inside of us. It's in our mind. It's in our spirit. It's in our body. Mind, body, spirit. You guys realize that the paradigm that they put us in, they got the news going on. They got different TV stations. They got newspapers. They have specific brands that are promoted heavily more than others. Like the politics is set up, like literally everything is a program. And what are you tuning into? I hope by now that those of you in this call are not watching TV, you're not on the news, and you're actually listening to personal development. You're actually putting in the work. And if you're not, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop watching TV. You're gonna have to stop watching that game that you like. You're gonna have to stop playing that video game. If you guys are on this call and you still have a video game console and it's a distraction from your business and your growth, that's something you're gonna have to leave behind in 2019. I'll be plain and honest with you guys. 9 months into the business, I was P600. I had a PS4, and I was on more PS4 Fortnite games than I was on opportunity calls. Okay? Although I was still doing calls, I was more focused on the wrong things. Why is it that we focus on the things that don't matter instead of the things that do matter? Really got to realize, separate yourself from whatever is distracting you from getting to your goal. And if you don't have a goal clearly written out, you have no shot of achieving anything. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't have an aim or a direction, where are you going? How is it possible for you to stay focused on something long enough to achieve it if you don't write it down and look at it every single day? Think about that. Does that make sense? If you don't physically look at, say, think, and feel your goal every single day, how is it possible that you will stay focused on it long enough to achieve it? And here's the opposite of that. If you are focused on it, feel it, think it, say it every single day, how would you not achieve it? Think about that, guys. Seriously. If that's the only thing you're focused on and that's the only thing you feel, you know it's yours, you're taking the actions every single day, how can you not achieve it? The only way to guarantee success is to keep going. The only way to guarantee failure is to quit. Straight up. Right to the point. And I'm going to give you guys a couple tips here, on building, since this is a building call. If your team is not building, build a new team. Simple as that. A lot of people, they hit P150, they hit P600, they hit P1K, and they stop doing what they did to get there, and they just try to be the coach all the time. You got to realize that your team is literally going to do what you do, not what you say. So basically what I'm saying is, here in 2020, we got to leave behind the coach, and we got to be the team captain instead. Don't be the coach, be the team captain. Lead by example, lead by example, lead by example. Understand this, guys. We plug into all the trades, everyone makes money. We plug into all the webinars, everyone learns. Does it make sense that if everyone learns and everyone makes money, everyone levels up, everyone brings new people in business, then that makes a ripple effect. We make more money because of the building. The trades hit, the TPs are hitting. You make money trading, you're learning. While it's a process to learn trading, you're not going to master trading in a few months. It's going to take you however long it takes you. It takes different people different periods of time. It could take a year. It could take 2 years. It could take 3. But you were willing to go through 4 years of college, and now some of you guys maybe on this call are in debt because of that, and you're not necessarily in a better situation than you were before you started college. So, not bashing on college, but just put it in perspective. Trading is a skill set that has no limit on what you can potentially gain. While you're learning this, you can make money to help other people learn too, guys. It's a very simple concept. Don't overthink this. Don't think you have to do this or this or this. At the end of the day, you just got to expose the business to more people. That's it. You just got to continue enrolling. Don't get 3 and then stop. Oh, I got my 2 and free. If you really want to get to the next level, you have to continue doing what you did to get to where you are. And then do it more, and then do more. This business pays you to be productive, not to be busy. This business does not pay you to be busy. It's real easy to say, oh, yeah, I put in 12 hours of work today. And, when you really look back at the time, you spent 2 hours scrolling, you spent 6 hours on personal development, and you called maybe 2 people on your team. And then how many exposures did you have? Really think about that. Really think about, it happens to me sometimes. That's why I got to check myself. You got to write down what your goal is. Write down what you're going to do to get there. Stay focused. Be grateful. Stay focused. Be grateful. A lot of you guys could be hindering your potential growth because of you're not grateful. You must be grateful right now. Don't wait till you get a result to be grateful. Be grateful, then get a result. Don't wait till you get the result to be grateful. Be grateful, then get the result. Meditation, very important. You guys, make sure you are meditating. Learn how to meditate. Learn how to meditate. Get your thoughts in order. Get yourself under control. You must be aware and under control of yourself. Create the energy that you want to feel. Don't wait for someone else or something outside of you to happen for you to feel how you want to feel, guys. You got to realize that your energy is something that you must protect and you must control. You must be aware of. Don't let anyone else or anything in this world, in this universe, stop you from feeling the way you want to feel to attract the success that you want to have. Don't let someone else bring you down. Why don't you bring that person up instead? Don't let someone else bring you down. You bring that person up. Create the energy that you want to feel. And I'm going to end it on this, guys. It's literally 10 days away. We have the Houston event. I Millennials. We literally have every single Chairman 250, Chairman 500, Chairman Elite are all going to this event. They're all speaking at this event. The CEO, Christopher Terry, is speaking at this event. You guys have teams going. The more people you bring to the event, the more momentum and growth in your business you will have. It's literally a direct correlation. Like, I cannot make this up. Every time I've had momentum in my business and the people on my team have had momentum in their business, is because they showed up to the event deep, straight up. This business is built event to event. If you're taking this seriously, you really want to be a part of this movement, this culture long term. It's important. It's imperative that you show up to all of these events. You show up and you show up deep with your squad. No matter what you got to do, don't make any excuses. If you don't have the money, use a credit card, get a loan, get a ride. Like, literally, there's always a way, and it will be worth it. You will regret not going, and you will regret not bringing more people. So let's avoid that situation straight up from the beginning, and let's bring as many people as we can. I still have 6 tickets remaining for my giveaway. Some of you guys have already taken action on that. I'm giving away 6 more tickets, and it's basically to people that get 3 new referrals or hit P150 for the first time. As tickets last, as tickets remaining, there's only 6 left. The tickets online at goimillennials.com is $80 per ticket. Get a group of people, carpool, split the gas, split the hotel room, whatever you got to do, guys. Make sure you get there. And Happy New Year, guys. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Rene, for hopping on the call. Thank you so much, Rene. And, guys, let's kill it in 2020. I will see you in Houston and London. Let's go. Let's run it.